YouTube and welcome to another GV anime review with another Winter 2018 review. This week we focus on the youngest human beings walking the planet in the anime Gakuen Babysitters or High School Babysitters. In my preview of the winter season, I said that this was an anime that was going to be overlooked by a lot of people because it didn't look that special in a season with a lot of very anticipated animes and sequels coming out. But I decided to give this a chance and see if it could top the scale of cuteness. The story of Gakuen Babysitters focuses on Ryuichi Kajima and his toddler brother Kotaro. After they lose their parents in a tragic plane crash, they get taken in by Yoko Morinomiya, the chairman of an elite high school. But in return, Ryuichi has to become a member of the Babysitters Club, basically a daycare where teachers drop off their children during the workday. Because Ryuichi has been taking care of Kotaro and because he has nowhere else to go, he accepts. So in Gakuen Babysitters, we follow Ryuichi as he tries to keep on top of the very active toddlers that he is now responsible for. My first positive point has to be about the main characters of this anime, the toddlers. The toddlers were very well designed in Gakuen Babysitters, of course, because they were the main theme of the entire anime. But first of all, the reactions of the toddlers felt very realistic. The creators of Gakuen Babysitters succeeded in copying the real-life behavior of toddlers to the characters in the anime. They definitely did their homework or worked out of their own experience. Coupled with that comes my second positive point, also related to the toddlers, being that Gakuen Babysitters showed a large variety of personalities. It would have been very easy to make all the toddlers havoc-wrecking little monsters, but that wouldn't have been very realistic. Instead, each of the toddlers had its own personality, and every common type of personality was present. You have Taka, the loud and bossy one, Kotaro, the silent one, Kirin, the all-girly dreamer, Takuma, the always happy one, his twin brother Kazuma, the unsure crybaby, and Midori, just the baby. With these, I think you have almost every type of toddler, and their different personalities made that the group dynamics were a lot more interesting and realistic. My next positive point depends on two things. One, do you like children? And two, what is your definition of cute? Because Gakuen Babysitters can be called a cute anime, but it depends on your definition of cute. In my opinion, there are in anime lots of different types of cute. The most known cute type being the moe cute type, for which another review from winter that definitely fell in that category is still coming. But you also have what I call heart-melting cute, like for instance Tsukigaki Rei, and you have children cuteness. I personally love children, and I have seen some very adorable animes in the past with children. With Gakuen Babysitters, it was okay. I have definitely seen children animes that made my heart melt a lot more, and I will also recommend them at the end of this review. And my final positive point is that there was a totally unexpected dark side to this anime. I already mentioned it in my first impression of this anime, that I was caught totally off guard by the sad undertone that the deceased parents brought to the table, and I expressed my hopes that Gakuen Babysitters would continue using this. But unfortunately it didn't, and with that we get to the negative section of this review. Gakuen Babysitters failed to use the sad backstory of Ryuichi and Kotaro to its full advantage, and I was a bit disappointed by that. Now, Gakuen Babysitters clearly wasn't meant to be a drama anime, but then you don't have to put something like that in the story, because when you do, people expect that you actually do something with that premise. So if they wanted to go full comedy anime, they should have just left that out, or otherwise use it more to its fullest capabilities. And my final negative point is something else that Gakuen Babysitters failed to use to the fullest, being the romance. I can't even say that there is romantic development in this anime. The only thing that we know and that happens in this anime is that both Inomata and Ushimaru have feelings for Ryuji. But because Ryuji takes the prize for Densest Moron of the Year, that is all that happens. Even if they were to confess right in front of his face, I don't think Ryuji would understand what is happening. And this is a double missed chance, since Ryuji getting into some romantic development would have opened up the path to character development. It seems that Ryuji hasn't moved on from the death of his parents. You can see that by the way how he clings to Kotaro, and a third person coming into their relationship would have drastically forced Ryuji to change and to look further than the care of Kotaro. So as a conclusion, Gakuen Babysitters was a cute anime if you're into animes about children, but it did miss some opportunities to give the story some more depth and development. But besides that, the core of this anime being the toddlers was very well done, with the toddlers having realistic and diverse personalities. So overall I'm going to rate Gakuen Babysitters at 3 out of 5 stars. It wasn't bad, but it was definitely not the best anime of winter 2018, and it also wasn't the best children anime that I have seen. Because I have seen animes that were way cuter and way more heart-melting than Gakuen Babysitters. The first one is Poco's Udon World. It too has a very cute toddler character, and it managed to take more advantage of the bits of drama that were sprinkled throughout the anime. Another anime that did that even better was Amama to Inazuma, or Sweetness and Lightning. Here the sad undertone was very well used, and there were some scenes that had the potential to make you tear up. And all of that was packed in a very lively anime with again a very cute young character. But the most heart-melting anime that I have seen till today, and it is therefore one of my all-time favorite animes, is Usagi Drop. This anime will turn your heart into a giant pile of melting sugar. It was so sweet and cute. The main character Rin, this time being an elementary school kid, had such a realistic personality for a 6-year-old. And overall, this is a must-watch for everyone who likes animes that will make your heart melt. And with that I conclude my review of Gakuen Babysitters. As usual, you can find the full list of all my animes and reviews over at Anime Planet. As usual, I will put a link in the description box down below. Now if you want me to review a particular anime from this list, please put it in the comments. Also, if you have a recommendation for me, put it in the comments as well. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, visit me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and subscribe to this channel for more reviews in the future. Then I will say arigatou gozaimasu, and I will see you all in the next video.